This has been a hot topic on the internet, personal finance tips and tricks. Usually you might have heard about 50-30-20 rule, 50% your needs, which includes your rent, utility bills, or any kind of other bills, your EMIs and stuff. 30% for your wants, like for example, shopping, traveling, whatever, and 20% for investing. But for me, what I follow is I spend 40% of my salary on my needs, like for example, my rents, my utility bills, my any other bills, or any other shopping that I have to do for that particular month. 15% of my salary, I keep it for my unplanned expenditure. For example, if I have to travel somewhere urgently for the flight tickets, or if I have to do some huge investment, buy something of huge value. Otherwise, if I don't have anything for that particular month, I save it as a liquid fund, as my FD or RD, which can be used for a short-term goals or for some urgent usage. Also, I would like to mention that always keep your 3 to 6 months of salary, complete salary, as your liquid fund so that you can retrieve it during emergency. Now, 15% of my salary, I keep it for my year-end travel, and I don't expect from myself to completely spend all that 15% each month of salary. I try to do some budget traveling, and the rest 30% of my salary, I completely keep it for my investment purpose. It could be investment for your SIPs, your stocks, your mutual funds, or your gold. Now, coming to some other tips. Avoid unnecessary ordering of food. If you're living in a metro cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, or any other place of that sort, I know that it's very easy to just go and put your order on Zomato or Swiggy and get the order at your doorstep because you feel like you're very tired, you don't have energy to cook. But I would suggest that either put that money and hire yourself a cook so that you can eat homemade food, or cook yourself, because it will actually save you a lot of money compared to ordering food. Second, it will be very healthy because it's a homemade food with the right amount of oil, with a good quality oil, with a good quality vegetable. The second tip is avoid unnecessary purchase until that gives you the peace of mind, and it will actually help you in the future. But write the pros and cons of buying that thing. If it's too costly and you have to pay the complete amount for that with EMIs and interest, it's better not to buy it. Write the list of pros and cons if that item is completely necessary and you have to invest in that. If you think that you can manage without that item, don't buy it. Try to rent it. Avoid spending a maximum percentage of your salary in a single month. The third tip is traveling. I like traveling, and I think that I cannot compromise on that level because we feel burnt out working 9 to 5, not having enough time during weekdays, only on the weekend. Traveling is something that brings you completely out of that zone and give you peace and revamp your mind. I like to budget travel. I try to spend very limited amount for accommodation. I always try to find good deals for accommodation because I know that I'm not going to stay in the hotel. Rest of the day, I'll be most of the times outside my hotel, exploring the city, exploring that place. If you have a friend to go out with, try to go in a group of friends so that your expenditure will be divided into 3 or 4 or 2, something of that sort. If you have any questions related to personal finance, write them here and I'll try to answer them.